if alpha is secant square theta, beta is cosecant square theta, a quadratic equation may be. This is how the CAT replica questions are created. You will slowly understand the beauty of these CAT examination, right? If you prepare for CAT examination, any other aptitude examination will be cakewalk for you. It's all about knowing the variety of questions. X square minus 4x plus 2 equivalent to 0. X square minus x plus 5 equivalent to 0. Now if you see here, the quadratic equation, maybe he is asking sum of the roots. Sum of the roots is secant square theta plus cosecant square theta. This is 1 by cos square theta plus 1 by sin square theta. This is 1 by sin square theta cos square theta. This is again nothing but secant square theta and cosecant square theta. Sum of the roots is equivalent to product of the roots. Sum of the roots should be equivalent to product of the roots. C and D are over. Now if you observe sum of the roots, it is nothing but secant square theta plus cosecant square theta. This is 1 plus tan square theta plus 1 plus cot square theta. 1 plus 1 is 2. Tan square theta and cot square theta. Cot square theta is 1 by tan square theta. Variable and its reciprocal. Minimum value will always be 2. So 2 plus 2. That means sum of the roots should be greater than or equivalent to 4. Product of the roots also should be greater than or equivalent to 4. See how beautifully a quadratic equation foundation question can be given in a CAT paper. He is just asking you to tell which one is the quadratic equation by giving the roots as secant square theta and a cosecant square theta. 1 by cos square theta, 1 by sin square theta, which is secant square theta, cosecant square theta. Sum of the roots is equivalent to product of the roots. So 1 plus tan square theta, 1 plus cot square theta, 2 plus 2 greater than or equivalent to 4. Sum of the roots or the product of the roots will be greater than or equivalent to 4. First answer not possible. Third and fourth is this condition is not being satisfied for C and D. So option for this question is B. Till now, I hope the concepts are clear. Kindly reply in the live chat if everything whatever I discussed is clear to you. Is it clear to you? If it is clear to you, then I will get into the CAT workshop. CAT workshop. Till here, everything it is clear. Now, one thing which I did not discussed. See here, sir. Ax square plus bx plus c. This is f of x. If I do f dash x, it is nothing but 2ax plus b. If I do f double dash x, it is nothing but 2a. That means if a is greater than 0, f double dash x will be greater than 0. Am I right? If a is greater than 0, right? And f dash x equivalent to 0. 2ax plus b equivalent to 0. At x is nothing but minus b by 2a. F of x will have minimum value. F of x will have minimum value if f double dash x is greater than 0 and f dash x is equivalent to 0. So x is equivalent to minus b by 2a. So y minimum value is wherever x is there, substitute minus b by 2a. Minus b by 2a. This is the proof behind it. We will get minus d by 4a. What is d? D is nothing but the b square minus 4ac. D is nothing but b square minus 4ac. Graphs. Upward graph, downward graph. I hope it is clear. Oh, some important key points. Please write down before we start our workshop. Otherwise, it might be little difficult for you to understand. Key points. Alpha plus beta equivalent to minus b by a. If alpha, beta are equal if alpha beta are equal but opposite in sign, but opposite in sign, but opposite in sign, that means alpha equivalent to minus beta, what will be the condition? B is equivalent to 0. B is equivalent to 0. Alpha beta equivalent to C by A. Alpha beta are reciprocal to each other. Alpha beta are reciprocal to each other. What do you mean by reciprocal to each other? Roots are alpha and 1 by alpha. So, these is nothing but C equivalent to A. C equivalent to A. Next one. Alpha beta equivalent to C by A. Alpha beta, the roots are opposite in sign. The roots are opposite in sign. The roots are opposite in sign. A value is greater than 0. That means opposite in sign is, if alpha is positive, beta will be negative. If alpha is negative, beta will be positive. This will be negative. This is positive. C will be negative. That means if they are opposite in sign, what will be the condition? Condition is C is less than 0. Make a note of these 3 important key points. If the roots are equal but opposite in sign, B equivalent to 0. Roots are reciprocal. You don't need to remember all these. In box, you can deduce it by using this one. What is there in the bracket? You can deduce it. Third one is extremely important. If the roots are opposite in sign, positive, negative, it will be negative. A is positive, C will be less than 0. C will be less than 0. I hope the idea is clear. Fundamentals we did it. Now we will get into good problem solving. Now, question. Very, very good question, sir. If the minimum value of these expression A is x minus 2 square plus B is x minus 2 plus C. The actual quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus C. Now see here, if the graph is like this, if the graph is like this, the graph is shifted by 2 points. Will the minimum value change? Will the minimum value will change? Graph is multiplied by, right, something that we will do multiplication little later. Let me start with the relative things. Please write down these points. If the graph is shifted by shifted, right, by shifted, the minimum value of the graph does not change. Minimum value of the graph does not change. I hope this example is clear. Suppose if it is at 1, 3, this is at 2, 5. The graph is just tilted. The graph is shifted by 2 units. If the graph is shifted, right, the minimum value of the graph does not change. Minimum value of the graph does not change. The minimum value of the graph does not change. So what we will do is, we will take the simple example, x square minus 5x plus 6. It is nothing but x minus 2 into x minus 3 with 0. So y minimum is, or we will take one more simple example. Y is x square minus 4x plus 7. This is nothing but x square minus 4x plus 4 plus 3. Y is x minus 2 whole square plus 3. Y is x minus 2 whole square plus 3. Now if you see, if it is x square plus 3, x square plus 3, another quadratic expression. What is the minimum value of this graph? It is 3. What is the minimum value of this graph? It is also 3. X is just shifted by 2 units. I hope why I took this example, it is clear to you. The graph is just shifted. If the graph is shifted, the minimum value will not change. So answer for this question is 8. Put a star mark on this question. People will think that it is a difficult question. It is an easy question if you understand it. The minimum value for this is 3 at x equivalent to 0. The minimum value it is 3 at x equivalent to 2. It is just shifting of the graph to 2 units. Shifting does not alter the minimum value. Next one, another cat level question. If the equation x square plus px plus qr equivalent to 0, right? So alpha beta is nothing but qr. Alpha plus beta is nothing but minus p. X square plus qx plus pr equivalent to 0, right? Alpha gamma is nothing but pr. Alpha plus gamma is nothing but minus q. What is the common root? Let alpha be the common root. Let alpha be the common root. We have understood the question, right? Then the sum and product of their other roots. Then the sum and the product of their other roots. He is asking what is beta plus gamma, and he is asking what is beta gamma. This is the question. This is the question. If alpha is a root, it will satisfy the equation alpha square plus p alpha plus qr equivalent to 0. Alpha is also the common root for the second equation. Alpha square plus q alpha plus pr equivalent to 0. Plus pr equivalent to 0. Subtracting alpha square minus alpha square. P minus q into alpha plus q minus p into r equivalent to 0. So these are nothing but p minus q into alpha equivalent to minus p minus q into r. P minus q into r. P minus q, it is cancelled. Alpha is nothing but r. Alpha is nothing but r. I hope it is clear. So p is not equivalent to q. So it should be given in the question that p is not equivalent to q. Right? So pp, even if it is not given, answer will not change. Anyway, it is product of other roots, right? So it will not change. So what is that we got? P minus q into alpha equivalent to p. Alpha is nothing but r. Now once alpha is nothing but r, x square plus px plus qr equivalent to 0. Alpha plus beta are product of the roots, we will do it. Product of the roots. So alpha beta, it is nothing but qr. Alpha, how much we got? We got r. So beta is nothing but q over. Similarly, x square plus qx plus pr equivalent to 0. Gamma, alpha gamma is nothing but pr. So these are nothing but p. These also over. Then the sum of their roots and sum of their other roots and product of their other roots. So what is that? It is given. So it is nothing but sum of their roots. Sum of their roots, other roots is nothing but beta plus gamma and beta gamma. These are nothing but pq. These are nothing but bq. P plus beta plus gamma, which is nothing but p plus q, which is nothing but p plus q. If alpha square is r, r square plus pr plus qr equivalent to 0. R common. R plus. I hope it is clear, right? R plus. Sum of their roots alpha r plus p plus q equivalent to 0. So p plus q is nothing but minus r. So what are the answers we got? Minus r and pq. Easy question. Minus r and pq. Just an observation, we will get this answer. Just an observation, we will get this answer. Now let x1 x2 be the roots of the equation. That means x1 plus x2, sum of the roots, it is 3. Product of the roots, x1 x2 is equivalent to c by a, p by 1. Then x3 x4, x3 plus x4, it is the sum of the roots, which is 12. Product of the roots, x3 x4, it is nothing but q. x1 x2 x3 x4 form an increasing gp, x1 a, x2 ar, x3 is nothing but ar square, x4 is nothing but ar cube. That means, right, this is clear. x1 plus x2 equivalent to 3, a plus ar is nothing but 3. Next one, x3 plus x4, ar square plus ar cube is nothing but 12. This is nothing but r square, a plus ar is nothing but 12. So r square is nothing but 4, r is plus or minus 2. So let me take r value 2. If r value is 2, this will become a plus 2a equivalent to 3. 3a is equivalent to 3. A value is nothing but 1. So what is that we require? x1, x2 we require, x3, x4. What is x1 and x2? x1 and x2 is a into ar. What is x3 into x4? ar square into ar cube. So these nothing but a square r. A square r is 1 square into 2. P value is 2. These both are out. Q is nothing but r power 5, 2 power 5, 32. 32. P is 2, Q is 32. R minus 2 I have not taken because in the question it is given that it is an increasing GP. I hope the idea is clear. Each and every question listen carefully, sir. Don't be surprised if you get the similar kind of questions in your mock paper and in your CAT paper. I hope the idea it is clear. Third one. Fourth one. ax plus, this is a very time consuming question. The reason behind this time consuming question is there is also an option all of this. Otherwise I would have substituted a value 1, c value, something which satisfies the question and check it out. But it is, question could be all of this. So ax plus by equivalent to 1. By equivalent to 1 minus ax. Y is nothing but 1 minus ax by b. Cx square plus d into 1 minus ax by b whole square equivalent to 1. You will get a quadratic equation. It has got only one solution. Discriminant equivalent to 0. From this you will get the answer as all of this. Sum this, you will get the answer of all of this. Or probably if you can find the values of, if you can find the value of a, b, c, d, x, y such that the equation is satisfied, then this problem might become very, very easy. One is the standard model, another is the substitution model. Try to find out that value of a, b, c, d, x and y which will satisfy this equation. Question number 4. I hope it is clear. Question number 5. If alpha, beta are the roots of the quadratic equation, gamma, delta are the roots of the quadratic equation, what we will do is we will take p as minus 2 and q as 2. I'll tell you why am I doing like this. X square minus 2x plus 1 equivalent to 0. X minus 1 whole square equivalent to 0. Alpha is 1, beta is 1. Q is 2. X square plus 2x plus 1 equivalent to 0. X plus 1 whole square equivalent to 0. That means gamma is minus 1, delta is minus 1. Are you all with me? Why am I doing this substitution method? In algebra, when you will do substitution method, We will do substitution method when the question contains variables and answer contains variables. Substitute alpha 1, beta 1, gamma minus 1, delta minus 1 in this equation. So, alpha minus gamma, 1 minus of minus 1, 1 minus of minus 1. Substitute it, get the answer. Substitute P and Q values, get the answer. That will be the answer. Answer for this question is C, Q square minus B square. I hope you can do it. Take the values of alpha, beta, gamma, delta, substitute in the question. Take the value of P and Q, substitute. I made it very easy by substituting P equivalent to minus 2, Q equivalent to 2. I hope it is clear, because I will get the values which are equal, which will simplify that values. Remember, in this fifth question, if the question contains variables, answer contains variable, substitution method can be used in algebra. Make a note of it in your notebook. Make a note of it in your notebook. Now, 6x square minus 6x plus 1 equivalent to 0. Alpha plus beta, which is nothing but minus b by a, minus of minus 6 by 6, which is nothing but 1. Product of the roots, which is nothing but 1 by 6. Product of the roots, which is nothing but 1 by 6. Clearly in the equation I can see half of a plus a is 2a plus b into alpha plus beta I need to determine, which I already got it. C into alpha square plus beta square I need to determine. D into alpha cube plus beta cube I need to determine. That means this I know, this I need to determine, this I need to determine. Simple substitution. Alpha square plus beta square is alpha plus beta square minus 2 alpha beta. Substitute it. Alpha cube plus beta cube is alpha plus beta whole cube minus 3 alpha beta into alpha plus beta. Substitute here and check with the answer option. Anything which involves too much of counting, you please do it on your own. Whatever the answer that you get it, that itself is the answer. That itself is the answer. I hope the idea is clear. Here substitute alpha square plus beta square. Here substitute alpha cube plus beta cube. Anything which is just blind substitution, right? You please do it. I don't want to waste my time doing calculation. My time and your time are precious. X equivalent to root of 2 plus root of 2 plus root of 2 and something. These is nothing but x. X equivalent to root of 2 plus x. Check which value left hand side is equivalent to right hand side. First option, x equivalent to root of 2 plus 2. 2 equivalent to 2, satisfied. Satisfied. It cannot be 0. Why it cannot be 0? It is clearly showing that it is root of 2 plus something. Answer has to be greater than 0. Answer has to be greater than 0. I hope it is clear. Seventh one. It cannot be 4. If you do approximation 1.4, 3.4, root 3, it is less than, right, 4, you are getting it. I hope it is clear. Next one. If sin alpha, cos alpha are the roots of the equation, that means what you do is, please sin alpha and cos alpha are the roots of these equation. Alpha, these are the identities. Identity means any value it will satisfy. Make alpha equivalent to 90 degrees. That means what are the roots of the equation? Sin 90 degrees and cos 90 degrees. These is nothing but 1 and 0. Alpha is nothing but 1. Beta is nothing but 0. So, alpha plus beta is nothing but minus b by a. So, it is nothing but right. So, here I hope it is clear. So, we got this value. If I substitute this value in the equation, x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta equivalent to 0. This is nothing but x square minus x equivalent to 0. A value it is 1, B value it is minus 1, C value it is 0. A1, B minus 1, C is 0. Where it is satisfying, let us see. Option 1, A square 1 minus B square plus 0, 0 equivalent to 0. It is satisfying. Second one, A plus C whole square, 1 plus C whole square equivalent to minus 1 square plus 0 square. It is also satisfying. Both A and B. Again I am telling you, question contains variables. Question contains variables. Answer contains variables. Substitution is the best method. I want this idea to be there in your mind. Question contains variables. Answer contains variables. Alpha is nothing but a variable. It is an angle. It can vary. So what I did is I substituted some value. Don't substitute alpha 45, beta 40, alpha 45 and complicate your answer. Just by looking at it, you are getting the answer as option number A. I hope the idea it is clear. Next one. The value of k for which the equation are of opposite sign. What is A value? A value is 3, which is greater than 0. It is greater than 0. This has got roots. Roots means it is touching the axis. It is touching the axis. Discriminant will be greater than 0. I hope it is clear. Roots means it will touch the axis. Now alpha beta is nothing but C by A. Roots are opposite sign. If it is positive, this will be negative. If this is negative, this will be positive. Alpha beta will be less than 0. A is positive. That is exactly why I specified the key point. C will be less than 0. C will be less than 0. What is C? C is nothing but k square minus 3k plus 2. It is nothing but less than 0. K minus 1 into k minus 2. It is less than 0. Less than means k lies between the values 1 less than k less than 2. 1 less than k less than 2. Take some random values, for example k 1.5, and check it out whether discriminant is greater than 0. Right? If it is greater than 0, then the answer is 1 comma 2. If the roots are opposite in sign, what is the condition? C less than 0. Key point number 3, which I specified in the foundation concepts. C is less than 0. So answer for this question is 1 less than k less than 2. I hope the idea it is clear. Next one. If alpha beta are the roots of the equation A is less than 0, then alpha square by beta plus beta square by alpha. Alpha square by beta and beta square by alpha. This is nothing but alpha beta. This is nothing but alpha cube plus beta cube. This is nothing but alpha plus beta whole cube minus 3 alpha beta into alpha plus beta by alpha beta. So alpha plus beta, it is nothing but minus 3 by A, right? And alpha beta, it is nothing but 2 by A. If I substitute it, it is nothing but minus 27 by A cube minus 3 into alpha beta is 2 by A, alpha plus beta is minus 3 by A divided by alpha beta is 2 by A. Now you know how to solve, because A square is always greater than or equivalent to 0. Take A square common, remaining values you will get some function. So let me help you out. Minus into minus plus. So this is nothing but minus 27 by A cube plus 18 by A square, which divided by 2 by A, which is nothing but minus 27 plus 18A by A cube divided by 2 by A, which I will get 18 square. I hope it is clear. I hope from this you will get this answer. A is less than 0. So a square will be greater than 0. So if a is less than 0, what will be the value? Please find it out. I think then I think some foundation of the question is find the range of a or find the minimum value of a. Something is missing in this question, right? We will see it in, it could be a typing error. So what I got, minus 27 plus 18a we got. So just to check it out, what is the minimum value of a, like that. I hope the idea is clear. Or probably what you can do is, I think you can take some value of a and find out the value of alpha cube. That will be elementary question. Find the minimum value of a. Something is missing in this question, which I will get back in the second class. I will solve this question again with what is missing, right? Next one. If the roots of the equation, if the roots are real, discriminant is greater than or equivalent to 0. If the discriminant is greater than or equivalent to 0, b square minus 4ac is greater than or equivalent to 0. So minus 4 square minus 4 into ac is minus log a cube greater than or equivalent to 0. So it is nothing but 16 minus 4 AC, 16 plus 4 into log a base 3 greater than or equivalent to 0, greater than or equivalent to 0. This is nothing but 16 is greater than or equivalent to minus 4 into log a base 3, minus 4 greater than or equivalent to log a base 3. Log a base 3 is less than or equivalent to minus 4. A is less than or equivalent to 3 power minus 4. 1 by 81. 1 by 81. I hope it is clear. I hope it is clear. So what is the minimum value? Minimum value is 1 by 81, 1 by 81. Directly you can do it. A is 1 by 81. 1 by 81 is 3 power minus 4. 16 minus 16, it will be equivalent to 0. Very simple question of discriminant greater than or equivalent to 0. See, this is what I am saying. There are lot of cat replica questions that will come. 2x square minus of, it can give any complicated equation, minus of 8 cube plus 8a minus 1 into x plus a square minus 4a equivalent to 0. Alpha beta, it is c by a. That means c should be less than 0 because it is negative, d is positive. That means a square minus 4a, it is less than 0. A into a minus 4 less than 0. 0 less than a less than 4. Answer for this question is 0 less than a less than 4. C less than 0 is the condition for the roots to be in opposite in sign. For the roots to be in opposite in sign, this will be the condition. 12th, I hope it is clear.